So I watched the Anton Daniels versus Corey Holcomb, back and forth little debate. And I'm more familiar with Corey, fan of his comedy. Anton Daniels, I only seen a few of his videos. But I seen enough of his videos to kind of see his character. My take on it, from what I've seen, and Corey Holcomb got marked out. Simple as that. He got marked out. I feel like you tried to get tough with a nigga that you thought was going to be scared of you, and he wasn't. Like, I don't watch Corey Holcomb. I watch his show. He pop his shit and all that. Talk tough, say what he would do to people and shit like that. And don't get me wrong, I ain't got nothing against Corey. Like I said, I'm a fan of his comedy. But in this situation, just proved that, man, nigga, that shit all talk. You got marked out. And a nigga can't even say like, oh, I was chilling because of the show and all that goofy shit. Nah. That nigga said that y'all could step outside. You ain't gotta do nothing on camera to mess up your show. You ain't gotta mess up what he got going on. Y'all could just go outside, catch a feed, keep it between the two of y'all and keep it pushing. Corey ain't wanna do that. And then I see some people talk about, oh, well, Anton was drawing because he gonna tell Corey, oh, you sucked the dick of black men or black community, whatever he said. But at the end of the day, Corey disrespected that nigga first. You gonna tell a nigga, oh, you kissed the ass of white men? That, to me, that's like saying the same thing. That's disrespect is disrespect. And when you saying basically calling a nigga gay, you saying some gay shit too, talking about kissing white man ass, or whether a nigga say, oh, you kissing somebody's ass or you sucking dick, it's all in the same category of disrespect, in my opinion. So I feel like if Corey was on some shit where he just wanted to have a conversation, that's what Anton would have been on. But you tried to boss up, to turn up on that nigga, and he wasn't going for it. And that's the problem. People think just because somebody a certain way on the internet, you think everybody doing it for the internet. When he basically showed you like, nah, I talk my shit. I talk my shit on the internet, and then when I sit in front of you, I'm gonna talk the same shit. Like, Corey got marked out. Real rap is probably karma, because remember Corey, when he was talking that shit, remember what happened to the other comedian, Ari Spears? Remember how you was clowning him and playing him and, saying he was a bitch and blah, blah, blah and all that? Now look how that shit just swing back around. Now you ain't got a nigga on your show that you thought wasn't like that, and now he bitched you on your own show. Like, it just is what it is, man. That nigga got punked. Like, so yeah, that change up, that's going to change up how people view Corey, because Corey talk a lot of shit. He talk a lot of shit, and especially when it comes to the women, he talk shit to the women. And I know some of it, come from, from truth, and some people don't like hearing the truth, so that's probably how Corey look at it. That's his aspect of, I guess his jokes and shit like that, or some of the stuff that he say, like they offended because it got some truth behind it. I get that. Some shit you probably just do just to push that line or get up under their skin. But yeah, this shit gonna make you look different now, because now they gonna be like, yeah, nigga, you be all on your show popping all that shit, talk about what you would do and what you and all that. But now when it's another man in front of you, you try to boss up on him, that shit ain't work. told you right to your face, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about, nigga. And we can step outside if that's what you want to be on. So right then and there, you should have just said, all right, fuck it, let's step outside. Like, you had better options. Both could have just apologized to each other like men. No harm, no foul. Forget about what the critics and everybody that's watching saying. Y'all two men. So y'all could have just apologized to each other like men and left it at that. And, you know, had a civil conversation. So, Corey, you could have just apologized to the nigga, but we know you weren't going to do that. Because you got this thought in your head that this nigga's a bitch. That's where you went wrong. But yeah, you could have apologized. You wasn't going to do that shit. Okay, so what's the other option? He invited you to a fade. You turned it down. Y'all on there talking about, oh, well, Corey said, you know, say I suck dick again and all this stupid shit. Say it again for what? He already said it the first time. The fuck he got said again for? You heard him the first time just like we heard him. And he gotta say that shit again? He said it enough times. If you was going to do something or you wanted to do something, you would have did it. Or you would have just put the fucking mic down, told them they, look, cut the cameras, we about to step outside, and just had his feet. Ain't no say it again, say I sucked it. Nah, he ain't got to say it again, I already said it. Fuck nigga gotta say it again for. He ain't tell you to say, oh, say I kissed the white man in the ass again. He ain't have to say that. He heard what you said the first time, and he responded with your same kind of energy. All that little kid shit. Oh, say it one more time and watch what happens. I say it one more time, nigga. We ain't calling fucking Candyman. That nigga said that shit the first time. You ain't do nothing, and he told you wasn't going to do nothing. You got marked out. Yeah, Corey got to take a step back. So you out here calling niggas cake ass niggas? Nah, we don't even want to hear that from you right now. Because that nigga Anton Daniels, he made you a cake ass nigga. When you call a nigga a cake ass nigga, you gotta look in the mirror and say that to yourself. Yeah, that was you. Cake ass nigga. You did some cake ass nigga shit. That's that shit you and Jay Prince and mother old heads be saying. Yeah, you got marked out. You got bitched. You pulled your card. You ain't as tough as you thought you was. And that's just the truth. I still fuck with your comedy. I still think Corey Holcomb a beast when it comes to comedy. But it's just in this particular situation, like, nah. If that nigga would have offered me the fade, I'd have took the fade. If I ain't want to take the fade, I'd have put on the table, look, we apologizing to each other like men, or what? If that nigga said, nah, I ain't apologizing for nothing, and I'd be like, well, fuck you, I ain't gonna apologize then. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be, nigga. And then when the nigga start leaving, Corey, you try to get fake tough and all that shit. It's too late, bro. It's too late. Camera don't lie, man. It's too late. You already got marked out, man. Ain't nothing. You just judged that shit wrong, man. You judged that man wrong. You thought something in your head, I guess, based on the content you see from him, and you just assumed that he was a bitch. Nah. And then with Anton Daniels, I see why motherfuckers don't like him. And I see why he not going to switch his stance on certain shit. Like I said, I'm familiar with a little bit of his content. Certain topics I guess he speak on, he'll pop up in my algorithm. But I get a sense that it's a lot of stupid and ignorant people that don't fuck with Anton. And that's because, and that's probably why Corey don't fuck with him, because on certain topics and subjects, clearly this nigga just not smart. I think they don't like the fact that Anton will call his people out, call black people out when they do dumb shit. And you know, a lot of ignorant niggas from the hood, they don't understand that shit. Like, they hate that. They feel like, oh, all you do is talk about, nah. To me, it seemed like, oh, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. If you do some fuck shit, you do some fuck shit. If you do some dumb shit, you do some dumb shit. Anton Daniels seems like the person that's just gonna say what it is. He just gonna say what it is. He don't care if you fucking black, white, Hispanic, Chinese. It don't matter. But see, some niggas, they don't like that shit because they feel like, yeah, you embarrassing them or you pulling their car. Well, nigga, sometimes a nigga car need to be pulled. If a nigga take pride in educating himself and he really truthful about trying to do better, especially trying to better our future, our communities, or improve our mindset, you can't expect that nigga to just go along with the dumb shit when a nigga do or say some dumb shit. He over it. So you mad because all you do is talk about people in the community. Yeah, but if it's a motherfucker like Vlad or something talking about the people in our community, y'all be mad. Can't have that shit both ways. Truth is the truth. Spade is a spade. Yeah, so it seemed like they don't like him for that reason because he don't sugarcoat shit. But yeah, Corey Holcomb got marked out. I don't give a fuck what he said. He went about that shit all wrong. You should have just took that fade. There was some other YouTubers that I guess they end up getting into it before, and they had a fade and just kept it pushing. They end up doing content with each other for a little bit and all that, but they handled their shit like men. I think it was I believe it was somebody with China Mac. I think I want to say China Mac and the dude AD, I think his name used to be a No Jumper. No, it was China Mac and somebody, but I respected how they did their shit. They had a disagreement or words or whatever the case may be, but them niggas just took a fade, and that was it. They ain't even had to be all that extra shit. Did that shit as men, and Corey gotta understand, and Anton Daniels too, if he don't, but I probably believe he do. It don't even matter at that point. You take that fade as men. It don't even matter about who win, lose, or draw. It's just the fact that y'all both gotta understand and listen, I ain't no bitch, you ain't no bitch. Let's just stop disrespecting each other. Alright? You see I ain't going for it, you ain't going for it. Y'all fight, it don't matter who win, don't matter who lose. It's about, listen, I ain't just gonna give you that. And vice versa. It's like it's a respect thing. You ain't got to kill each other. You ain't got to shoot each other, all that dumb shit. Catch the fade, and that's it. Y'all could have just did that. Corey, he backed out though. Yeah, he backed out. Yeah, he got marked out. Y'all may not, like that other nigga because of, I guess, the religion he fuck with or the politics he fuck with. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. At the end of the day, I watched it. Corey disrespected that motherfucker, and he disrespected him back. So don't dish that shit out if you can't take it. You don't got emotional. Told that nigga he kissed white man ass, and he told you, nigga, you suck dick. Just like that. You ain't like it, you shouldn't have said what you said to that nigga. Like, that's it. So yeah, he got chill. You need to sit down for a little bit. Don't call nobody no cake ass nigga. Don't be trying to talk tough. And you ain't convincing nobody. Not with this shit being out like this. I'm sorry. You ain't convincing one person. Yeah, you might go ahead and right now that probably ain't good. Don't even make fun of the bitches. Cause you know how them bitches do. As soon as you try to say something, they gonna be like, shut up, nigga, before I call Anton up here. Shut up before I call Daniels up this motherfucker. Cake ass nigga. Yeah, so it's best for you to just chill. But yeah, in that situation, I feel like Corey was wrong. Corey took a L. That's it. He took a L. I do wonder if Ari Spears gonna clown him though about that shit, just because how Corey had did him. I wouldn't say Ari Spears would be wrong for doing that. And I'll still respect it if he decided to take the high road. Like, nah, I ain't going to do that. Because he might still be on some shit like, you know, I ain't even going clowning. Because he can also take it at, yeah, I told you so. Nigga need to learn from him. You know, probably just depends on how Aries Spears feeling at the moment. I don't think Corey fuck with Vlad, so yeah. You know how Vlad gonna give it up. Vlad gonna clown your ass, you know. And rightfully so, because niggas take shots at Vlad all the fucking time. You know? So, you know, Vlad might as well get his 1-2 off and start making fun of that nigga. You know, I don't want to hear that tough shit from you. You got marked out, nigga. Yeah, so right now, you gotta wear that. Top of 2026, you gotta wear that, nigga. No tough talk right now coming from you. Unless you're going to take a fade with dude. Like, Corey, the only way you can fix this, man, is apologize to that nigga. And don't worry about niggas talking about, oh, you a bitch because you apologize. And nah, real men ain't gonna look at it like that. But it's probably gonna take a lot for you, because that means you gotta tuck that pride and ego. But you can apologize to him. And if it's a sincere apology, I believe Anton will accept your apology. But if not, yeah, set up a fade, set up a celebrity boxing match. It shouldn't be hard. You know, a lot of y'all niggas be popping shit and talking a bunch of shit. And it's easy to set up these celebrity fights now. Especially with y'all got names. So I'm pretty sure somebody be like, oh, I'll set that up for y'all. But if y'all not going to do that, ain't no point even still going back and forth. Because in this situation, that's where it stands right now, there was a winner and a loser. Anton Daniels won and Corey lost. And that's just it. That nigga got marked out. He took an L. Well, that's my opinion. That's my take on it. Definitely gonna check out some more Anton Daniels content. Probably still look at some Corey Holcomb shit too. But yeah, this is just a bad look, man. You gotta stop making assumptions, assuming people is bitches, because clearly you see how that shit works. Don't just make an assumption, and don't just be tough when you feel like you could beat a nigga. You know, stay your fucking ground. You pop that shit, you talk that shit, then you gotta beat it like that no matter who up in front of you. You know, but that's my take on it, man. You know, Corey, you gonna be alright, nigga. But yeah, you got marked out, though.
Slow.